Sonucido the Mage is a grid-based, turn-based dungeon crawler RPG in 3D with 2D sprites. Last year, on the 18th of November, I released my first game. It was a 2D platformer, and after a couple of minor updates, I thought about what could be my next game. I made a list with different game ideas, and then I thought, which game should I tackle from these? Because you can't develop all games at the same time, or at least you shouldn't. The dungeon crawler RPG idea seemed by far the hardest, and I thought, let's go for it. I use Godot for my development, and oftentimes people say Godot isn't the best for 3D. I don't think this is true, at least anymore. Maybe it was true 1 year ago or 2 years ago, but I think Godot is very capable of 3D games, at least for a simple 3D game like my dungeon crawler. Let's talk a little bit about Sonucido the Mage and the stage of development. The biggest inspiration for my game Sonucido the Mage was by far Legend of Grimrock. I played this, I think, like 6 years ago, I don't know exactly, maybe 5 years ago, and I just loved this idea. I loved playing Legend of Grimrock. I never grew up with the classic dungeon crawler RPGs, and Legend of Grimrock, I don't know, it has something that I always also wanted to make. But I never wanted to make a clone. There are many differences to Legend of Grimrock. One difference is that most of the game is turn-based instead of real-time. Another difference is obviously the art style. And I have dialogue, and there are many more differences between Legend of Grimrock and Sonucido the Mage. Making a clone just wouldn't fulfill me as an artist. And that's the introduction to the game. The last thing I implemented were the stairs, and going up and down the stairs. And this sounds really minor, but was a little bit hard at first, because I need to learn more about the animation system in Godot, but now it works really well, and this lets me create really complex levels. I'm really happy to have implemented this, because I can now be much more creative with my game design, with my level design. And the next thing I will tackle is the dialogue system. I want to implement branching dialogue and also have consequences for the player and multiple endings for the game. And yeah, I plan for a release before October this year, but if the game really needs more time, I will give the game more time, no worries. I get help from my fiancée. She makes the cutscene art and also made the box art, the Steam capsule thing. The art style of the cutscene art will be in the same art style as the box art, and I'm very happy for that. And other than that, I'm working fully alone, fully solo, and I really like this way to work. I think I will do these progress reports at least once a month. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe for the channel. I hope you like my game. Check it out on Steam. And if you like these kinds of games, maybe wishlist it. It would make me really happy. So have a nice day. And this was the first progress report for Sonucido the Mage.